Hello everyone, my name is Upasana Sharma. I have cleared my JRF in management with 70% marks in September 2020. Today, I'm here to discuss about the strategies that I have followed while preparing for the exam and while attempting the exam, so that the aspirants can learn from those strategies and divulge their own strategies. And also, I'm going to tell about the mistakes that I have committed while attempting the paper and also during my preparation, so that the aspirants can learn from that also and do not repeat that in their exam day. So now I'm going to discuss about my strategies and also share my experiences of the exam day. So let's rewind to the exam day. The night before the exam, I always try to keep myself very much calm. So exam के पहले दिन मैं पढ़ाई नहीं करती हूँ, and that has been a strategy for a very long time. So I just listen to my favorite music, or I just talk to my friends, or I just talk to my parents, so that I can go to the exam hall with a very calm and quiet mind. And obviously, everyone's strategy is very much different according to their strengths and weaknesses. So I recommend and I would like to say that every aspirant should choose their strategies according to their own strengths and weaknesses, so that they can perform at the utmost level in their exam. Morning of the exam, I woke up at 4 a.m. just like my usual days, and then I have checked whether all the documents are in proper places and as per the instructions that are given by the NTA UGC NET. And then I went to my parents to talk and to relax my mind. And before going to the exam, I went to my favorite place, that is the temple in our house, and मैंने भगवान से pray किया. And finally I left for my exam center, and my husband accompanied me to the center. After reaching the exam hall, I have seen that all the students were there in the queue, और मैंने भी जाके उनके साथ क्यू में ज्वाइन कर लिया. फिर वहाँ पे गार्ड्स थे, उन लोगों ने हमारे एडमिट कार्ड्स चेक किए, and then they have also checked our identity proofs, and then they let us in. After that, we went to our designated wings that were allotted to us, and then I went there and checked for my seat. Since I have carried my own water bottle, I have not checked for any water cooler. Then I went to my designated seat, and वहाँ पे जाके मैं बैठ गई, and I was very much calm so that I can give the exam very calmly and quietly. Then I have again checked whether my documents are in proper places or not, and then I waited for the exam to get started. After some time, the invigilators came in and उन्होंने सारे instructions फिर से एक बार सब students को elaborate किया. So after the invigilators have given us the instructions, there was a screen in front of us, and वहाँ पे सारे instructions लिखे हुए थे. So they told us to go through the instructions properly so that we do not commit any mistake in the exam. After some time, the exam started as per the allotted time. After getting the question papers, I went through the questions, like first 10 questions, and I was very much comfortable with the question papers. Then मैंने उस center में जो students थे उन लोगों को भी देखा, but I never felt anxious because I knew that I have the capability to crack that exam. And obviously we do not compete with our competitors, but we compete with ourselves. So before going to the exam, it is also very important for us to know our syllabus properly. For NTA NET, we have two papers. The first paper is the general paper, that is general across all the subjects. And जो second paper है, that is subject specific, and that is management for my subject. जब हम लोग questions attempt करते हैं, उससे पहले questions को understand करना is also very important. Without reading the questions, we should not attempt to answer the question. So मैंने जब अपना एग्ज़ाम दिया था, I go through first 10 questions, and जब मैंने देखा that I am very much comfortable with the questions, so I started attempting the question. Sometimes it so happened that some people are not very much comfortable with the practical portions, and since in my paper the first question was from the data interpretation, and if someone is not very much comfortable with the practical subjects, they should not invest their time in that. I was very much comfortable with the practical portion, so मैंने जब DI देखा first question में तो मुझे कोई anxiety feel नहीं हुई and I have attempted that question. And then accordingly I went through all the questions in a sequence. First, I have attempted all the questions of my first paper which I knew with 100% confidence, and then I left the difficult questions for later part. Then I went to my second paper, that is management, और management का भी मैंने first paper के जैसे ही questions attempt किए. फिर management में जाके मैंने जब देखा कि जो questions मुझे आते हैं which were very much easy, I attempted them first. After attempting the easy questions, I focused on the difficult questions that I have left previously. So ऐसे क्या होता है, ऐसे हम लोगों का time भी बच जाता है for the difficult questions, and जो easy questions हैं वो भी बीच में रह नहीं जाते हैं. And we should be very much careful because it was an online exam and it is an online exam, so we should be very much careful about attempting the question. We should not save those questions that we have not attempted. There was an option of marking and then reviewing, so we should first choose those options for the difficult questions that we have left out, and in the last, when we revisited the question, we should attempt those answers and then save the answers. While attempting the second paper, that is the subject specific paper, we also need to be very much careful because जो हमारे NTA NET के second paper होता है उसमें हम लोगों के जो PG या अंडर ग्रेजुएशन के जो subjects होते हैं उनके concepts आते हैं. So we need to be very much clear about those concepts, otherwise the easy questions also seem very difficult. So मैंने जब second paper attempt किया था and even while I was preparing for the exam, मैंने basic concepts सारे clear कर लिए थे according to the syllabus, and then I went to attempt the exam. And during the exam also, I was very much specific about reading all the questions correctly. Like मैंने अगर questions ही अच्छे तरह से नहीं पढ़ा तो मेरे answers गलत होने के chances बहुत high होते हैं. That is why हम लोगों को अपने questions के साथ फिर options को अच्छे से देख के हमको every question attempt करना चाहिए. And for the second paper, हम लोगों के जो core concepts है, जो चाहे वो finance के हो, चाहे वो marketing के हो, we need to be very much clear about the core concepts. Because second paper में ऐसा नहीं कि आपको direct questions मिलते हैं. Almost every question is put in an indirect way. So we need to understand it very clearly. So मैंने जब paper attempt किया था, I have completed my first paper in the first 1 hour. और उसके बाद मैंने जब second paper attempt किया था, after attempting all the questions, all the 100 questions, I was left with 10 minutes. So उस 10 मिनट में मैंने फिर से paper 1 and paper 2 फिर से revise किया, और कहीं पे अगर कुछ छूट गया, because I marked and reviewed certain questions, so I could also save those questions and complete all the questions of both the papers on time. After giving the exam and after completing the exam, I went back home and घर जाके I evaluated the questions, and I was pretty sure that I have attempted most of the questions correctly. And then the questions in which I had doubts, I called my educator, Talvi sir from Unacademy, and I discussed those questions with sir. And after discussing all the questions, sir was also pretty much sure that I have attempted the paper in a very good manner, and I was very sure that I could score between 65 to 70%. So on exam day, I never felt very much anxious because मेरे preparation बहुत अच्छे से किए थे. I have prepared for almost 6 months because in December 2019 I have cleared my NET, and after that I prepared for my JRF exam. So I had pretty much time from my NET till my JRF. So this is my suggestion to all the aspirants that whenever they are preparing for not only for the NTA exam but for any competitive exam, they should have a proper way of preparation. सब लोगों के पास एक रूटीन होना चाहिए which is very much systematic, so that आपका डे टू डे जो टाइम है वो अच्छे से आपको प्रोडक्टिवली आप इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं अपने पढ़ाई पर. एंड ऑल्सो यू शुड फॉलो दैट रूटीन वेरी कंसिस्टेंटली एंड वेरी मच रिगरसली. एंड ऑल्सो जब हम किसी भी एग्ज़ाम को अटेम्प्ट करने के लिए जाते हैं, वी शुड ऑल्सो नो व्हाट आर द प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस, एंड we should practice it daily so that in the exam we can perform very well. Prior to the result day, we have already received the answer keys that we have marked and also the correct answer keys that were provided by the NTA NET. So मैंने दोनों को match करके अपना marks calculate कर लिया था and I got exactly 210 marks and that was 70%. So मैंने तभी तलवीर सर who is an educator in Unacademy, so सर को मैंने call किया था and सर को मैंने बोला कि I got 210 marks and sir was very much sure that I have already cleared my JRF. And then when the actual result day came, sir called me while I was going to the university. Sir called me up and he said that results आ गए हैं, आप अपने marks check कर सकते हो. Although हम लोगों को पता है कि you have already cleared JRF. So मैंने देखा result NTA के website में गई, वहाँ पे उन लोगों का option होता है download करने के लिए result. तो मैंने download किया and then I have seen that I have cleared for both assistant professor and JRF. And I was really very happy. I first called Talveer sir to thank himself that he has given us so much support and such guidance that we could clear the exam. And then I called my parents up and they were really happy and proud about my results. And then also I called my husband, he was very much happy. So I think that is the satisfaction we receive actually after clearing or after achieving such kind of things. And I was also very happy. I was very satisfied that I could clear the exam with such marks. I hope कि मैंने जो experiences आज आपके साथ share किए हैं and the strategies that I have shared, I hope it helped you all. And मुझे भी बहुत अच्छा लगा that I could go back to the exam day and relive those moments. And I wish all of you all the very best for your exams, and I hope you all will follow your own strategy depending upon your strengths and weaknesses and perform well in the exam day. And if we trust ourselves and if we have belief within ourselves, then we can also move mountains. So अगर आप लोगों को proper guidance या support की ज़रूरत है, you can also join Unacademy. I have joined Unacademy Plus and I have received proper guidance and support from all the educators so that you can prepare well for your exam in a systematic manner. And for receiving 10% discount, you could use the code CTWT. Thank you very much everyone, and I wish all of you all the very best for your exams.